Hey friends,
We back at it again.
Let me stop because you know I got a whole problem with turkey. Everything turned into a turkey for me, friend. I'm Shamika.
I'm Janine.
And this is Best Friend Shenanigans. Welcome.
Welcome.
If you haven't already did it, hit like, share, subscribe. Just go ahead and do it off top. We'll give you a minute. Hit it, friend. Go on and do it.
Get it in.
You're going to want to see more videos. Anyways, today we cooking. We just,
Chef Homeboy Artie.
Homegirl RD.
Homegirl Artie. We are here for it.
But we are just, having a good time, chit-chatting, having our cocktails and cooking. So we're making some fajitas. We're going to do... That's the big fajita. I was trying to stay in the camera. But we're making fajitas, so we're going to do some with meat and then some with just veggies.
All right, so we got to start this mixture.
And you can use any white wine. Usually, Pinot Grigio, is that how you pronounce it?
I call it PG.
It pairs really well with it because Pinot Grigio is like a fresh, crisp taste.
It is.
It's
it
not really
is.
sweet or too strong,
Right.
or whatever. And then I got the caramel vodka. Do you say caramel or caramel?
I say caramel. I say caramel.
Don't get the acting out.
I say caramel.
It's caramel.
It's
from where
caramel.
we're from. But whatever, whatever floats your boat. That's what it is.
It's good and whatever.
Yeah.
That's what we call it. That's a lot of smell.
Don't you start.
That's a lot.
Don't you start. And then we got. I really ain't a fan of Elsa. Do you like Elsa?
You know what? I had it once before when it was like cold and it was warm out. I mean, it was cold outside and I had it warm. It really wasn't too bad. Add a little cinnamon in there and.
You know what? No, the Caucasians be buying it up.
They do.
They buy
And,
it.
and pumpkin spice.
And pumpkin spice. It be in their little basket, and I be like, "Does it taste like friend?"
They
be
be-
like, "It's really."
awesome. It's really good. You have to try it with apple.
Yeah, they have all
oranges.
the recipes to it, and I be like, I guess.
Okay. Look, I just drink some wine and I get warm.
You're right. Have you had warm wine?
No,
Hot wine?
no.
It'll bless your soul too.
I bet it will. Let me
When
move
it's
out
nice
the way.
and cold outside.
It smells good. It smells sweet. This smells very sweet.
Well, it's caramel, girl.
I mean, you know.
And then we just gonna chop up some apples and put them in there. I got a red one and a green one, so just kind of.
All right, y'all. So we done got the kitchen cleaned up.
We back.
Got the fajitas cooking. Got our drinks. So now it's time to talk some noise.
But my birthday turned out good.
Birthday turned out
I was
amazing.
excited about that. I'm really like, how I feel about birthday.
Right.
So I be wanting my birthday to just go with no problems, not that I have any drama or whatever. with
Right.
anybody,
But you never know.
You never know. Things
Right.
can come up just like that. So it was just a blessing. Everybody that came out, like we had a good time.
And there was even an
It
after
was
party.
good. Right, after the party.
It was an after party. We had a good time.
You know how I do.
I'm proud to admit that we went skating, and I didn't fall not one time.
Not one time.
It's been a minute since I've been skating, and I first put them on. I was a little,
You're right. I was like, hold on, wait, let me go around once and see how that works.
And after that, we got a
And
really
then
good
once
time.
I can go around once, then I can put a little movement
Get a
to
little
it,
funk into it, just a little,
just a little bit, right? My daddy came and showed everybody up, so he ain't invited to the next get.
I mean, just backwards, just going, just
Just showing us up, like, what are you doing?
I didn't know
At your age.
roll bounces all in the building that day.
Right, he was just killing. So he ain't invited to the next gathering.
I'm not invited no more. I done got disinvited.
You, my daddy, y'all,
Which is fine. I'm gonna show up anyway.
Right.
You don't own me.
Whatever. But anyways.
So, last video we both said we got engaged at the same time.
Yes.
Right? And we both been married about the same. We both been married the same amount of time. I think we got married about 4 or 5 months.
3 months apart.
3 months. We got married 3 months apart.
Exactly.
So, I think that's good when you have. Again, we talked about having friends that are kind of on the same page as you. It's good to have friends that's kind of really in the same boat because we're going through this marriage journey together, and we're learning new things,
figuring it out together,
because we don't know what we're doing.
So whatever works for you, that's what works. But
what I love about our dynamic that we have, we can lean on each other for advice, and we can talk about issues and things like that. And
When you got people in your circle that see the good, the bad, and the ugly,
right,
you ain't got to worry about faking the phone. You ain't got to worry
Right.
about trying to paint this picture like
Right.
they see. You know what I'm saying?
We
They're
are
your
who-
genuine friends. It
Right.
ain't nothing that you holding over somebody's head or
Right.
you see us get into it or whatever. Okay, so it's like I ain't got time for that.
We-
And I just don't care anyway
Right.
because my thing is it's like everybody go through stuff.
Mhm.
So if you have if you see me and my husband argue, just like you see us argue. Like I'm just not the type of person like people. You're gonna have some type of problem at some point.
At some point.
And if you happen to see it or whatever the case is, or you happen to hear an argument, then if you go home at night and you and your man ain't arguing, girl, well then more power to you.
Something wrong with you.
But
If y'all not arguing, I'm not saying you gotta wake up arguing with your significant
Right.
other every day, but
it ain't the end of the world because you do.
Yeah, I mean, I think at some point couples go through that because if you and your boo is getting along on everything and y'all don't argue about nothing, one of y'all lying,
Right.
and one of y'all is the yes man because there's no opposites attract anyway.
Yeah.
So there's no way you can be alike in a lot of ways, but it's some things that you are not going to be on the same page
Right.
on. And I think that's healthy because when you go through something like that, you learn to either grow from it or don't. And I think a lot of couples fall apart because they go into it with this expectation of, oh, we're gonna be relationship goals, pictures on the gram, Facebook, and
And you can
Snap.
still be all of that.
You
But the thing
can,
of it
you
is-
can. But at the end of the day, you have to understand and know that behind every relationship goal picture, it's some bullshit.
And you had to go through some things.
Right.
You either went through some things to get
Right.
to that point, or either you're going through some things, or whatever case is. My thing that I have a pet peeve with, I ain't gonna be your yes man, and I don't want a yes man.
Right.
I have my own mind. It don't mean because I done got married to you or took your last name that my brain become yours or yours become mine. That ain't how it work. But
We won, but I mean we're one, but
yeah, we won,
But-
but I still have my own brain and I'm my own
Mhm.
person. So I can come to you about certain things, or I can come to you about whatever case is, and we can talk about anything.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if I need advice about something or whatever case is, it's still just like that friend or that mom,
Right.
that parent or whatever case is. You can give me your advice, but still allow me to be able to make my own decision.
Right.
If that can't happen,
we can't be together.
I'm ready to sign them papers.
Sign them. I think
I can't deal with it.
Yeah. And one thing about relationship that we talk about often, because that's not all we know, but that's something we know.
Well.
We know well, is you have to be real about your relationship, and I think, like we said earlier, having that group of people around you where you don't have to be all. We get in front of other people. Oh, we're this and we're that, and this and this and this and this and that, and then. You go through something and, we try to ask, people try to be like, well, what's going on? Oh, we're fine. We're good. We're
I
good.
ain't good at faking, period.
And it's just like.
So you will know I'm lying from the jump. Like, you gonna know. And it's not that you're trying to put it out there, put everybody in your business.
Right.
But I'm just one of them type of people. If whatever it is at the moment, that's what it is. So if we get to a function and we just had an argument and I ain't over it yet, I ain't walking through this door.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna speak to everybody and I'm gonna do this and that. But if I'm still feeling some type of way, you're gonna be able to tell. You're gonna be able to know until I feel like it's handled. And I don't like sweeping stuff under the rug. If it's a problem, let's talk about it. Let's get it out there. Let's clear the air so we can move on. Because if you can't, it's gonna come up again and again and again. And then you wonder why it's keep coming up because you didn't fix it in the beginning.
not dealt with.
Don't you put a Band-Aid on it. Like, let's get this thing healed all the way.
Keep putting Band-Aids on a situation, you're going to get to a point where a Band-Aid ain't going to work.
Right.
You're going to need stitches.
You putting a Band-Aid on and it's steady seeping on through.
You got to get that.
no.
Then you done got gangrene.
What's the diagnosis, girl?
You got to cut it off.
Right.
Just cut it off.
Period.
'Cause I ain't got time.
I don't have time for it. Let's talk about it. Let's get it all the way out there.
Right,
Let's
right.
clear the air and let's move on.
Move
And
on.
because life happens, things happen, so it's gonna be something else that come up.
Right.
You're not trying to create a problem, but that's just life. Things is gonna come up along the way. So it's kind of like if we ain't got this one under control, then something else come up. That's gonna come back with this situation and blow it all out of proportion when it wasn't even called for.
Right. And I think it's real important in relationships. it's not only good. Well, I'm not saying health. I'm not. And listen, if y'all in a relationship, y'all watching this, don't push pause and start arguing with your babe. Like that's not what we said at all. If it ain't no problem there, don't cause no problem. But in the same instance, like if you are going through something, you need somebody to talk to. It's good to have a good outlet, but you have to be careful who your outlet is. Also important in relationships that when you have, it's important to have somebody that you can talk to and trust, and it's going to be neutral in when you have disagreements, because you just can't go to everybody or Facebook or Snapchat or Instagram and vent about your problems, because people is lurking and be waiting.
Put it all out there.
Put it out
and
there.
And then the minute they comment on it, you pissed. Well, you
want to put another status. People need to mind their business. Boom.
Right. You put it out there.
You let us know you was already.
Exactly.
I was chilling, mind my own business.
Yep.
No, but it's important to go to somebody. So have somebody to go to that you can vent and talk to about certain issues, because they can, especially if they neutral and they really there for you, they're gonna be like, you was dead wrong. You was dead wrong for that, or no, I see your point of view, but I see it like you need somebody that's gonna be neutral.
Exactly, and that's what I like. I don't like nobody that's just gonna tell me because I'm their friend or sister, cousin, brother, whatever it is.
Right.
Like, I don't want you to just think on my side and try to, be there for my feelings. Well, I was just messing with her earlier because her and my husband was double teaming me on something. I was like, whose side are you on? But I'm just joking. Like, I don't care. But if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, or you could have did this, or whatever the case is. Like, it's really good to have people that's not looking at stuff one-sided, because you'll be messed up.
Right, because you go home, she told me I need to leave you.
Right.
And then, no. Now y'all both miserable, looking ugly, because,
But yeah, and back to what you were saying about people is taking a lot. Everybody ain't here for your come up and for your marriage and all the rest of stuff. So you really do have some people that's waiting on, but in their eyes you like the perfect couple, whatever the case is. But then the minute something happened or they see you getting into it, they not giving you advice or trying to say, well, this is what I got of it. Maybe you can do this, or maybe you was wrong. You need to apologize, whatever. They sitting there actually like excited that y'all done got into it and taking notes, and to give them something to talk about, and then give something to hang over your head later on, and then try to say, well, they act like this perfect couple, but like, no, you want us to be that perfect couple,
right?
And I can't help how we come when we come through, girl. We come through. I can't help it. We gonna do what we gonna do,
right?
You know what I'm saying? We on good terms, whatever the case is. But if something happened to happen, and you a real friend, you're not sitting there waiting for us to get into it or to fall out.
I think for me, where people were, you pressed?
I'm pressed, girl.
Always talking. Hell.
Shut up! Where's yours, girl? You waiting on us to fall out, because you ain't got a man. Hell. I ain't got my fan because my goddaughter done broke it, so now I gotta use this paper towel. I need a sweet.
For me, I think when people, and it's so crazy that people act, and this is what I saw. This is what I got from it. When Beyonce dropped Lemonade, everybody was so shocked that Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. Oh, but Beyonce got cheated on. Ain't no hope for us. And my thing was, why was y'all so shocked that it happened? And then two, a lot of y'all was mad that she went back or that she stayed. And to me, it's just like, y'all sitting here judging this woman for whatever she, she put it all out there and now she back with him and da-da-da-da-da. Well, y'all doing the same thing.
Yeah, the thing of it is, it don't have nothing to do with putting it out there and then you go back. She spoke her truth and she spoke how she feel, or put it in music or whatever she did, how she feel. Y'all put them up here on a pedestal from what y'all expect, and then when something happens, now you shocked. But it's her life, like her. I don't get why people be so. Something that happens in somebody else's life, it just affects you that much. It ain't that I don't care, but I just ain't got, if I got that much damn time, excuse me. Is the kids on here? What time is it? Get in the schoolhouse.
Get in the schoolhouse.
Anyway, I ain't got that much much time to be that invested in somebody else's business.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, my friends, my sister, whatever, if you come to me for advice, if there's a problem, I'm going to be that shoulder for you to lean on. I'm going to give you advice if I can. If you don't want it, I'm just going to be that listener there, whatever. But I'm not that invested to where what you got going on, it didn't affect me and my life and everything. Like, no.
Right.
If you got that much time, girl.
Right. To me, it was just crazy to me that a lot of people were just so blown away that Beyonce and Jay-Z have relationship problems. It don't, you know, and it's like, and it just goes back to they are human people. Like, they are human. They put their $1,000 jeans, you know, on one pig at a time. Mine's cost $12.99. But, you know,
they put them on the same way.
They put them on the same way.
That might feel a little different. But they put them on the same way.
You know, Beyonce's probably ain't rubbed that at the thigh because, you know, it is what it is.
Whatever.
We're not talking about that, but...
You had them babies and you still look good.
Snatched, honey. But no, to me, it's just like, I wasn't too shocked. I was like, well, hey, people go through stuff. It happens. And, I hate that happened for her, but, people were just like, so like, oh, I can't believe that happened. No, it happens.
It happens.
And I'm pretty sure it happened a while ago, but she just probably needed to get it out her system.
Right.
Jay-Z took it like a G. He was like, yeah, I'm not even going. Yeah, I'm gonna just let her have it. Right. But they forgive each other, and I think that's another thing. If you choose to stay with somebody after that, it's so important to not keep bringing it up. Like, it's nothing worse than somebody who messed up trying to do right.
Then that's what I was talking about. Just even a simple argument.
Right.
And we gonna argue. It's gonna be out there where case is.
Right.
Don't bring, and later on, don't try to use that in another situation. Like, no, we handled that one. It's done and over with. Why are you bringing it up now? You creating a bigger problem than you helping this one, so we can figure this one out and like move on.
Right, and
you just being petty at this point.
And then it's a learning phase. Now I know sometimes it might happen every now and again, but to keep constantly bringing it up, or you just that's all you fixated on. There's no growth in that. And that you can't, it won't be successful, and it won't grow. And I think it's just best to just you just gotta live life. You just gotta live life
and figure it out as you go. Like everybody,
these trains coming.
Girl,
what is it?
You need a fan.
Sorry, y'all. It was a meme on. Sorry to jump straight to the subject. It was a meme on Facebook, and it was like the first sign of people getting drunk. Y'all ain't hot.
Right.
I am sweltering. It is warm. Woo! Let me stand up, Jesus.
Get yourself together, girl.
Anyway, you know what? Just talking about, and it's not all serious and arguments and stuff in relationships. One thing we try to do, and we're going to get it together, but somebody decided to break their ankle. We're not going to take no names.
It was not broke.
She broke her ankle. She broke it. And she just snitched on herself because I wasn't going to say no names.
Well, I don't care. I'm an open book girl.
We like to try to do things to keep our marriage fun.
Spice it up.
And
before you even say that, everything I do, it got to stay. I get bored if it's just
playing day in, day out, like that cartoon, just be Monday.
And everything, if your routine is just the same every day, like I would get bored quick.
It does,
so that's one thing in a relationship for me, especially when you decide to get married, like that's a big commitment, and it's supposed to be a lifelong thing.
You gotta keep it fun.
You gotta keep something going, like to keep me even interested, because I'm gonna be looking at you like.
And then for me,
what we doing?
Right, and then for me on my end, you have to make time, especially when you have kids, because they take up so much of your time. And on the way over here, I was thinking about it, and I was thinking just like, sometimes I forget I'm a woman first, and some days I just walk around the house with sweatpants, hair just looking like a 1920 slave. Some days I just be she called me on FaceTime, she be at work just all, and I'm just like, got throw up all over the shirt, it's and if you don't stop and be like, okay, hey, I have to remember not only am I a mother? But I'm a woman, and
Yeah.
I'm a married woman.
You a woman and you a wife, and
Yeah, and I'm
your man don't want to come home. Like,
to see him spit up on me, and then some days he come on, and I'm so guilty of this. He gonna probably watch this and be like, "I thank you for a minute." Anyway, just Anyway, some days he come home and I'll go straight to sleep. Cause I be so consumed. Well, not consumed. I be tired, and I'm trying to find that balance. And it's hard, but you have to find that balance between motherhood, wife, and just being a human in yourself, because you give up your whole entire self when you do that. So for me, I'm trying to find ways to keep it interesting and going instead of following the routine. Just come home, hey, how you doing, mwah, and go to sleep. I'm trying to find ways to make myself be in that moment, especially with him, because even though these are his babies too, I'm his wife,
right.
And he wants that time too, just as bad as I want it. He wants it too.
He's like, I don't want daddy time, I want zaddy time.
Zaddy time, right? Zaddy time. So I was just thinking over here, like, man, it has to be a way that I have to find that equal balance, But long story short, last summer or summer before, was it last summer?
Mm-hmm.
We tried to come up with this day, and it's gonna happen. I feel it coming. It's gonna happen. I feel it manifesting. Long overdue. We call it Zaddy Day.
Zaddy Day.
Zaddy Day. And it's literally really for us. When we sat down and thought about it, it was just us to just show our men that, hey, we appreciate you, we love you. And it didn't have to be no rhyme or reason for it.
Right. It's just a catering day.
Yeah.
Not that they don't get that on the regular.
Yeah. Wait, what you doing? Where he at? No.
Not that they don't get it on the regular. But that day specifically is just, it's just set aside for just that day, just to do something nice, do something special, and just let them know how much you appreciate them, especially if you have that husband or that boyfriend or whatever case is, that do hold it down and do what they're supposed to do, take care of business, whatever case is. Like,
it's hard out here for these men, especially
right.
a black man. No race card, but it's hard. Let's just call it like it is. It's hard, and the last thing they want to do is come home and argue with you when they been out fighting the world.
And my thing in particular for me, like, I can't speak for everybody else, but I ain't no walk in the park. I am, but I ain't,
And I can admit that.
So my thing is, I'm a tough cookie.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it just to be like, oh, well, because he ain't a walk in the park either. Let's just make it clear. But what I'm saying is, you don't have a lot of women that's like, doing what they supposed to do, and they independent, and they do, what I'm saying, like, they do all of the stuff that the man do, whatever case is. But what I'm saying, I don't just go for anything. Not in my house.
Right.
Everybody's house is run different, whatever case is, but I just don't go for anything. I like stuff done a certain type of way. I like stuff done when it's supposed to be done, or whatever case is. So every day is just not like a walk in the park. So whatever. So anytime I have to make him feel special, or whatever case is, I try to do that, because sometimes it can be a lot.
Yeah. And then some days it's just good to have that,
Yeah.
I think women, we are so used to being the ones being catered to. And you got to do this for me. You got to what have you done for me?
I'm the queen.
Yeah,
and that, but
you can't be a king and not be married to a king. Who are you married to?
You can't be a
you
king without having your king. So
just as much as you like to be catered, he do too.
Exactly.
But he not gonna, of course, men not gonna be like, how come you won't do this?
Yeah, all the time. Sometimes they don't say it.
They won't say it. Yeah. But the ones who won't.
You have some really that just do what they have to do, and with no complaint, no nothing.
Right.
So
right.
It's good to, and vice versa, because you have some women that do what they supposed to do,
P.O.P.
or whatever,
and
the man is just, and it's like, well, dang, every now and then, can I come home to a bubble bath? Or a foot rub, or a back rub, a dinner mate, or just something. Like, it works both ways. It ain't only for the man. That's just something we came up with that was just going to be funny, whatever. But it works the same way for the woman. Like, you see she at work and she doing what she have to do for the household, for the family, whatever case is. Like, let the feeling be mutual. I like to come home to a cooked meal, or my glass of wine poured when I walk through the door, or some rose petals. Every step I take or whatever. Like coming to a hey.
You know what? Disclaimer. Look, disclaimer, y'all. We ain't telling y'all. This is what we know. This is what worked for us in our group. Ladies, we not telling y'all. Oh. I keep getting choked up every time. We're not telling y'all, y'all need to go.
What to do. You do what works for you. Every marriage is different.
And you gotta, at the end of the day, you honestly gotta do what works best for you. If you want a happy marriage, you gotta do what works best for you and for him, or for him and for her.
And for y'all household.
That's
the only way it's gonna
work.
Because doing what somebody else do or taking somebody every now and then, and you can take other people's advice, especially on certain things. Yeah, spicing it up and different stuff. And for me, I know me and my husband, we try to do date night every week, every Friday, or whatever day works best for us. We just try to do it because you can live in a house with somebody but you ain't like you get that quality time every day. Life happens. You got work. You tired. Like y'all schedules might be completely different. You hit this. But okay, so that day we just take that certain day for it to just be about us. No phones. Get off of whatever you're on.
And me being her friend,
just be all into it.
Yeah, me being their friend, and me and my husband being friends with them, we respect that and we understand that. Like, if something happens on a Friday, I'm like, oh, y'all have date night, huh? Or she's like, no, we can kick it on
and
together.
I'm like, no, we can.
And it's good to have people who support that, because some people just be like,
date night, don't y'all live? But we got a lot when we first started. We did get a lot of like, don't y'all live together? Don't y'all see each other? Or y'all go out, whatever. And it's kind of like, no, but that specific day, unless we want to like do a group thing, a couples thing, or whatever, then we'll do that. But it's set aside for us to just spend that quality time that we hadn't got, through the week or whatever. So,
and I know for me and my husband, we, like I said, our time is limited and it's very far and few between. So, our moments might be for us going to Walmart. Just us two just acting like high school kids again, just being just random and childish. Because that's kind of just who me and my husband are. We are movie quoters. We will quote any movie at the drop of a dime, and the other one will pick it up. And that's what we do. Yeah. And so for us, it just might be just us with no kids, just for a few moments. That for us, you have to find that time. You have to make that time. Yeah, and it's so hard, and I'm working on it. And I'm trying to get better at it. But I think that's one of the things about relationship and marriage is you have to work through that, because if this is something that can break us, it was never really meant to be in the first place. You know what I mean? So. And
overall, when you have a good marriage, like I said, things are gonna happen. But overall, when you have when y'all both on the same page, and you there for each other, whatever the case is, I feel like everything else will line up or either work itself out.
It always does. I
don't want to bring work home. You know what I'm saying? And then you can go through things. You can be stressed out. Work can be stressful, whatever the case is. I don't want to bring that home. Now that I'm from there, I don't want to come talk about it unless it's just completely stressful, whatever. But I just feel like in a lot of situations, when it comes to me and him, long as we keeping God in it first, the foundation, and then he good, I'm good, and we good with where we're at in the relationship and everything. Like everything else will work itself out. And if we both off, then it's just like it messes a lot of other things up.
And take this on a spiritual note, because I'm gonna do it. Hallelujah. You gotta keep God first.
Exactly.
You have to, because if you don't,
it ain't gonna work without it.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you how much room the devil needs. I'm gonna get time to close. He needs just, let me get rid of camera.
He just needs
just that much. And he get that much in. It's he causes confusion, arguments about Doritos. Like you will argue. Not that we argue about Doritos, but I'm just saying, like little things that you wouldn't even find yourself arguing about will become issues, because that God-based foundation is getting shifty, and if you take him out of it, it's all fair game to him, and he gonna come in and mess some stuff up if you let him. And and sometimes he might see through, and if you catch him, you know what's going on. We gotta pray him up out of there, And it's important, as much as it's important is to love each other and be there for each other. It's important to pray for each other.
Exactly.
It is so important to pray for each other, because I pray for my husband, I pray for my kids, I pray for myself. It's so important to have a good prayer life, and I'm just taking this on a whole nother.
But a lot of people don't have that, like when they, as far as dating. I mean, I ain't been on a dating scene in a minute, but I mean, when I met my husband, that was one of the first things I asked him when we start talking on that level. Like, I'm like, do you go to church? Yeah, I go to church. And I'm like, okay, well, going ain't enough for me.
Right. Let me rephrase.
Do you have a personal relationship? Like,
you know,
I need you to be all the way in that thing.
Are you saved? Let me just do that. Are you saved?
If you ain't, then the conversation is over.
Because ain't no point in being unequally yoked.
I need somebody to cover me, and you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna need you to all the way be the man. Like, I need you to cover me. I'm not always gonna be strong and have it all together. Okay, see, it's like I'm gonna need prayer sometimes too. I'm gonna need a covering and all the rest of stuff. So if you can't be that, then boo, the conversation is over.
And vice versa. It's so important, especially in 2019. There's so much stuff going on, and a lot of people are probably just sitting here wondering why their stuff is not working out. A simple prayer life. Simplest prayer life will get you
a personal relationship.
I just took this and completely just.
I
went to church.
That's just
that was on my that was in my spirit.
It's on your spirit. You gotta let it out.
I had to get that out of me. Use me, Lord. No.
Okay. Right.
No, but in all seriousness, we talk about that because that's what we know. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, any advice that we can give anybody, you gotta do what's best for you. And that's the advice I've been giving. Do what's best for you. I can't tell you need to do A, B, C, D, F, G because G might get you messed up. Yeah. And you ain't finna come back to me, well, you said do this. No.
And you might get that advice. Like I said, take it how you can. Right. It might be good advice, but you might have to, work it a different type of way. Whatever the case is. Like, it just depends on what's going on in your life or whatever it is.
Right. But. Well, I can go on about this forever. Just marriage, relationships. I could talk about it. But we're happy though.
Very.
I love my husband very dearly.
Everybody is different, but I can't hold on if I'm not happy.
Right.
It might be hard to say what the case is, but my happiness, especially in my adult
happiness
hood, my happiness is everything. And if I'm coming home miserable every day and I'm just not happy, it's not.
What am I here for?
I'm not just going to do that. If you causing me to be unhappy
at any time, just constantly.
Bye.
Yeah, just
it's not just saying end it like that, but at the same time, like I said, my happiness is everything. Clearly, if you unhappy or okay, it's like I'm not about to just keep, and we done tried all we can and did different stuff, and it just ain't working. Like, I'm not just about to be I can't.
Yeah.
It's time to move on. Now let me check these fajitas. If you don't have me, Sandy gonna come on out.
Oh Lord, let's keep her in the spice rack jar. Please, let's not do that. So while we got a brief moment, if you have not done so, please like, subscribe, and share. And to the few subscribers that we have, and I'm proud of our 14 subscribers. We gonna get there. I'm proud. Thank y'all for subscribing. We appreciate y'all. Keep talking to us. Comment. Use the comment bar. That's what it's for. Ladies, if you're in a relationship or you in a marriage, and just hit us up. Let us know what some of the stuff that you do to keep your relationship spicy, to keep it interesting, to keep it fun, or just some of the stuff that y'all deal with. We don't want to get too personal. I don't want to hear Keywan got 16 babies. Whoa, hey, look, I can't deal with it. I don't know. You might get to call Maury on that one. No, but seriously, just we all sisters here. We all females. We all women. Let's just let us know what y'all think. And let us know what y'all think about Zaddy Day. Because you know what? I'm claiming it and I'm speaking it right now. Zaddy Day will go international. Right?
Right.
It will go international. And everybody going to be trying to get in on Zaddy Day. And, as soon as we make it happen, everybody else will make it happen.
Right. Welcome back. Like she said on the clip. Welcome back, girl.
Welcome back.
But, we thank you for all the support that everybody is giving us.
Right.
You don't get that much. Everybody ain't able. Some people don't want to see you win.
Right. I seen a meme and it said, support them now before you will need. It said something to the fact of, you better support and show up for them now before you have to book them to get them to show up.
That part.
I was like, oh. like that.
Because people want to wait until they see
You
you
thriving.
really make it. Then they want to become a fan or support or whatever. But when it was a little rocky,
Right? You know.
when we was trying to figure it out,
you
wasn't
you know,
helpful.
camera all the way down there. Now,
Right.
you know, the camera is elevating each time. You know, that's just a
It's
testament.
elevating.
It's a testament
But
to where we going. We going up.
exactly. So, that's just that. I just find it funny that people do that. It's just like, don't wait till it get everything get good, or I get on this level to want to start supporting or whatever. Like, be there, be rocking with me when I'm down, and I'm gonna take care of you.
So we was talking, and we said we feel like we want to do a live YouTube session, right? But if we can get to 50 subscribers, we doing it. Like, we get 50 subscribers, y'all, we gonna do a live Q&A. I would say nothing's off limits, but some, you know what I mean. It won't be.
Maybe for her.
Okay, well, whatever.
Ain't nothing off limits.
Well, we gonna do a live Q&A, and y'all, you can really ask us questions, and we will talk back, and we will, we really want to communicate with y'all, and we really want y'all to feel like, y'all can communicate with us, because we talk, as you can see.
Yeah.
We got a lot to say. So definitely do that. If y'all want to see us go live, we need, I'm not good at math. We need a few more subscribers. I'm just going to say that. So.
But yeah, so we're getting ready to eat. The
some
fajitas are done.
Get some drinks
get some more drinks. Just have a good time. So.
Right.
I guess we'll see y'all later, girl. We need to pray for this food, though.
We need to pray for it. Yeah.
Let me pray for the food.
Let's pray.
Lord Jesus, thank you for blessing us with this food. Thank you for letting us have the money to purchase it. Thank you for blessing the hands that prepared it. Let it be used for the nourishment of our bodies. Take out all the bad and the disease or whatever it is. Don't let it cause no harm to our bodies. Don't let it make us fat either, Jesus. And if it do, let it be all in the right places.
Jesus, bless the Lord.
That part.
Amen.
In Jesus' name we pray, amen. And let's eat, girl.
Lord, that's your child. I don't,
Whatever.
But until next time, I am Janine.
I'm Shamika.
Best Friend Shenanigans. Out.
Hit us up.